In the quiet town of Sarnia, Ontario, nestled on the border between Canada and the United States, a new life was quietly taking root. The town was peaceful, almost sleepy, with frozen sidewalks in the winter and blossoming trees in the spring. But for one family, originally hailing from the vibrant and complex land of Punjab, India, Sarnia represented something far more profound than just geography. It symbolized hope, opportunity, and the challenge of rebuilding identity in an entirely different world. Karenjit Kaur was born into a traditional Punjabi Sikh family on May 13, 1981. Her parents had left behind their homeland in search of a better future, not just for themselves, but for the generations yet to come. Her father was an engineer by trade, a man of quiet strength and silent sacrifices. Her mother, rooted in deep cultural values, carried the warmth and traditions of Punjab into their Canadian home. Although the family had crossed continents, they hadn't left their roots behind. Inside their modest Canadian house, life followed the rhythms of Sikh culture. The aroma of masala chai and homemade parathas filled the kitchen in the mornings. Sacred scriptures echoed softly during evening prayers. Sundays were often spent at the Gurdwara, not just for worship, but as a lifeline to their heritage, language, and community. As Karenjit grew, she was caught between two identities. In public, she was a shy, polite Canadian girl trying to fit in with her classmates. But at home, she was a Punjabi daughter, taught to respect tradition, value modesty, and uphold a family's honor. English textbooks filled her backpack, while Punjabi folk songs played softly in the background at home. That duality created a kind of beautiful tension in her life, one that would go on to define her future choices. For many immigrant children like Karenjit, school life in North America was not easy. With darker skin, a strange name, and parents who didn't always speak fluent English, she often felt different. Kids around her came from cultures she didn't fully understand, and her own background was something she rarely explained. She began to realize that she wasn't just navigating math and reading lessons. She was navigating two different worlds. Yet it was in these early years, surrounded by cultural contradictions and quiet strength, that Karenjit began to build her resilience. Her parents taught her pride in who she was, even when the world outside didn't reflect that back. Her Sikh roots grounded her. She was taught to believe in equality, in service to others, and in the power of personal truth, principles that would come to matter more than anyone could have predicted. Life in Sarnia wasn't glamorous. It was simple and sometimes isolating. The winters were long, and the family didn't have much. But they had each other. They had community. They had discipline and values that had been passed down through generations. Karenjit's father would often tell her, "Never forget where you come from, even if the world tells you change." Those words would follow her like a whisper across decades. In a country far from their birthplace, the Kaur family created their own version of Punjab, one shaped by memory and hope, tradition, and transition. Little did anyone know that the young girl in that Sikh family home in Sarnia would someday become Sunny Leone, a name the world would come to know in both fascination and controversy. But before all of that, she was just Karenjit, a girl of two worlds, quietly growing her strength beneath the Canadian sky.